Bad little flex, she wanna know me. I stay low key, all gas, no brakes. Baby, let them hoes sleep. Body on 10, make your girl OD. I get in my way, never out of my lane. Feel like you the one and I'm on one. So what it's gonna be? Baby, squad up, we finna go deep. Riding on a team, got what you need. Baby, won't you keep me company? But I've been thinking about what I wanna do with you. I know them other guys, they've been talking about the way I do what I do. They heard I was good, they wanna see if it's true. They know you're the one I wanna give it to. I can see you want me too. Now it's me and you. Now I've been waiting, think I wanna make that move now. Baby, tell me if you like it. Tell me if you like it now. I've been waiting, think I'm gonna make that move now. Baby, tell me how you like it. I was waiting for you to tell me you were ready. I know what to do if only you would let me. As long as you're cool.
Ooh, what's up, y'all? What is up? It is your girl EJ, y'all, and we're back to talk about Never Ever Met. Y'all already know the foolishness was real, so we got to go ahead and get it cracking, y'all. Let me go ahead and bring up the ladies so that we can get started. Second, let's see. First, we're gonna bring up. Well, you know what? First, we're gonna bring up Mo. Hey, boo. Hey.
Hey,
Hey.
hey,
Foolishness was real this week. I can't wait to talk about it. Let's go
yes.
ahead and bring up Miss Kira. Hey, boo. How are you?
Hey, I'm good. How you guys
Good,
doing?
good. Good, girl. Child. You know my day. You know. And of course, we got our girl Shana in the building. Hey, Shana.
Hey, ladies.
How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How was this episode for y'all?
A hot mess.
Ghetto. Spaghetti.
Hot ghetto mess.
Okay. And of course, we got our girl Candy. She'll be coming back out. She'll let me know when she's ready to pop in, and we'll go ahead and get started. Y'all already know we got to start with the first impressions and the foolishness because I mean, girl, this was I don't even know what to say about these people. Was irking my soul so bad. Just your overall thoughts and pick that one moment that stood out to you. Mo, I'll start with you, then Miss Kira, then Shayna.
That stood out for me was the ending, the way Alicia and Urban. It was like, ooh, what's going on here? He said, I don't. The way he came in, expressed how he felt, and she like, I feel unsafe. And then he walked away. No, come back, girl. You said you felt unsafe. Which one is it? So yeah, that ending threw me.
Yeah, that was a moment for sure, for sure. Miss Kira.
Baby, this is the season of secrets. Everybody and a mama got a secret. And what stood out to me is when she finally we picked up where we left off and told him about the new baby and the two babies that he didn't know about. He was like, oh, well, I got a 6-month-old. I said, oh, well, there we are. So that's what stood out for me.
They was doing too much. That was team too much for me. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Just doing the absolute most. Shayna, what was the moment that stood out for you and your overall thoughts?
My overall thoughts, I'm like, was it a requirement that you had to have a newborn to be on the show? Or was it a prerequisite that you had to have a baby in the last year or you don't qualify? I don't know. But I guess I'm going to go with Pastor Clavassier saying, I too have a newborn because I'm like, goodness now. Wow, you too?
Right.
I'm on mute. And the crazy part about it is that I feel like with that one, I don't think it's finna fly. I think, oh boy, it flew because he had the same type of secret. I don't think this finna fly with her. This is
At
crazy, but
all.
we'll get to it. Let me bring Candy up. She is in the building. Hey, Candela, how are you?
Hey, 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 can y'all hear me?
Yes,
Yep.
Yes.
ma'am.
Yes.
Okay.
Your overall thoughts and pick one moment that kind of stood out to you.
Overall thoughts, this is a hot mess. And my phone. Hot mess. And the argument between the guy with the locks and the lady with the, I forgot her name.
Alicia.
Alicia.
Yeah, like, girl, why? Like, what is really going on?
Mm-hmm.
She's manipulative, I think. If I'm assessing her correctly. I'm not a, she doesn't look like she would. She seems like she would just cause problems where there are no problems. She make like a mountain out of molehill. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I was saying last week. No, to me, you're right, because I think I was saying that last week, that something about her is just a little bit off. It feels like he's gonna have to do a lot. And that she's expecting a lot. And I feel like a little bit of it may be unrealistic in a sense. Like, I'm all about high value and all that type of stuff, like 100% there for that. But where do we cross the line, and how do we really determine, you know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes it just feels like it goes too much. And in that moment, I kind of felt for him, because I was like, I see he's communicating. He's trying to tell you what he felt like. He's giving you what his feelings are, and they felt pretty valid to me. But, we'll get to it here shortly, and we'll get y'all thoughts on what y'all thought about it. Gosh. Oh, I put up the wrong one. Y'all, hold on. Let's go to this one right here. Okay, here we go. Okay, so this was season 2, episode 2. I think it was called "The More the Merrier," if I'm not mistaken. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I know P. Bronson came in and said, "What's up to everybody? Don't look at this show, but just wanted to like all the videos." So we appreciate you so much. You always coming through, always showing love. So definitely appreciate you. So yeah, y'all, we gotta talk about all the mess. Now, some of the couples we really didn't have a lot going on with, but there was this interesting little exercise that they did, this intimacy thing, which I thought was really, really cute and telling all at the same time about some of these people and what they really got going on in their real lives. Now, I had to keep these because I had to remember who these people was and why. But to be honest, Cinco and Jay, they were just not problematic to me. I thought that when they did the test, when they were doing the intimacy thing, I just feel like they're on the same wavelength. If I have trust in anybody is gonna make it, it is this one couple right here. This is the only one that I think has a fighting chance. I'm just keeping it real. Mo, was there anything that really stood out in that exercise to you, where they were doing the painting and with these two? I think she drew a tree on him, representing children and family and stuff like that.
And love, yeah. I didn't. Nothing stood out. I mean, like you said, they right now watching this episode 2, they are going to make it. Basing off episode 2, something might occur later, but I don't know. But right now they vibing, and I'm feeling it. So
absolutely, I agree with you, Miss Kira. What you think, girl?
So far, they are very cool, calm, and collected, unproblematic. I love to see it. Like Mo said, I don't know how long it's gonna last, but so far that's the only one we got in the running. So we will take it.
Shana.
I agree with everyone. I know last week I said no, but maybe it's good that they kind of got the intimacy out of the way. That way they can kind of just focus on their relationship. So they may have a fighting chance. I can see them making it thus far.
okay.
Why Tyronda called him out like that about the shower?
Right.
Because it was a shared space. Like, come on, y'all.
I mean, nobody was there.
Did they clean it afterwards, though? I don't want to come behind that.
I mean,
Right.
they
Yeah.
got cleaning service.
And they don't got no cleaning
Bleach,
service.
disinfectant, something.
Last season, only one was Value City gift cards, and you talking about a cleaning service.
Girl, that part. So I don't know. What do you think about these two, Candy? Do you think we see any early signs?
Compared to, I think they have a chance. Uh, it is what it is. I'm here for them. They seem like everybody said they're unproblematic. They seem like they got it, they ish together. So far, they've got the intimacy part out of the way. So now they can, focus on them, which is cool. I'm they all right for right now. Like most saying until to the other shoe drop.
And crazy part about it is, do we feel like there's going to be another shoe that drops just based off of what we've seen so far? Do we feel like something is going to happen?
On this show, probably. I hope not. We got to have one couple to root for, though.
Yeah,
Right.
We need one, at least one solid.
This will be the couple that will be at the bottom for something happening.
Right.
Yeah.
Because we got other contenders that's like, got one in the chamber, like they about to pop off.
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. Y'all already know we got to do a little icebreaker. We got to do a little scenario. So your online crush tells you that they're a millionaire. You find out that they're actually broke. And I'm not talking about like a little broke. I'm talking about like broke. They work at Mickey D's and do the most. Shout out to anybody who works at Mickey D's. No disrespect. But you find out that they're actually broke, but everything else about them is completely perfect. What is your reaction? Trust shattered, walk away immediately, give them a chance to explain their why, stay but proceed cautiously. Money isn't everything. Continue without hesitation. Candy, I'm coming to you first because I really am interested in your answer.
Child, I got my good shoes on. Peace out.
Okay.
Yeah.
What you say? You a runner, you a track star.
Yeah, I ain't got time for that. I got, I got ADHD. I don't have time for all that. I can't focus too long on one thing. You got to intrigue me. You got to keep me interested. You got to do all the things to keep me interested. If not, go ahead and get on through. Because then you're a liar. Like it's not even that you're not even a 100,000 there. Like, I mean, do you own the McDonald's? Do you like own a chain of them? Like, what is it? Because do you just work? Just forget it.
I just use McDonald's as a thing. I'm just playing because I don't want nobody mad at me about this McDonald's situation. I was just saying, I was trying to think of the least thing I could think of, but just in general, they lied. I mean, they said that they had something that they really didn't, and it turns out that not only will you be paying, you're not even gonna be going 50-50 if y'all move in together. That's how broke they are. It's gonna be more like 70-30 or
He said she would pay the bus driver if he owned the bus.
Yeah, he got on the bus. Yeah, I need you to. Yeah, like no, both of us can't be broke. The good God.
Okay, girl.
You lied though. You didn't have to go that far up high of a lie. A millionaire? Come on now.
Well, maybe maybe in their mind they were like, I'm gonna get there one day. They was like bringing it into existence. They was like,
say that.
Yeah, that part. Miss Kira, what you doing? So your online crush tells you they're a millionaire. You find out that they're broke, and I ain't talking about just a little broke. I'm talking about you gonna be paying 80% and they gonna be paying 20%, and they still gonna be even more broker when they pay their 20%. That's everything. Trust shattered, walk away immediately, give them a chance to explain their why, stay but proceed cautiously. Money isn't everything. Continue without hesitation.
Trust shattered, walk away immediately. Like I said in the comments, no romance without finance. me. We're not about to do that. We're not dating potential at this age. Especially you gonna lie about it.
Okay.
Nope.
Okay. And that part. Give me an option immediately. Don't just lie about it from the jump. Mo, what you doing, Mo?
I would give them a chance to explain their lie. And then once they explain that lie, I would walk away immediately.
I knew that was coming.
Not two answers.
That's why I said let me go home.
Girl. Shana, what you think, bro? What you doing?
I'm gonna have to agree with my twin because I too am curious as to why you would come up with such a lie. Like you just a liar who like to lie. Like why that type of lie?
Okay.
No. You gone. You get us gone. We never met. It never happened actually.
Okay, fake news. Yeah, I mean, I'm in agreement. I might be curious as to understand why, so I might try to find out why. But at the end of the day, it's the lie for me. I'm not super materialistic, but at this age of mine now, I mean, we can't be doing all of that. But I would like to know why. Like, you just don't have to lie. I just feel like people deserve choices. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's
Yeah.
it. Just give me a choice. And if I choose to, because I mean, you can have somebody who got money and they can be a complete and utter asshole and it just be a horrible relationship. And if you got the potential to do better and there's a plan behind it, I mean, we might can think about it. It just depends. But, you know, it's a lot. It's a lot of different pieces that you got
It's
to
the
factor into there. But the lie is where that's the problem. That's the main
Mhm.
issue. I can't start with no liar.
it's the lie and then the broke, because not broke.
Yeah. Yeah.
Struggling, not where
And
you want to be.
then it was
Broke.
70-30 with me. It went from 80-20 with Kira. So he went from bad to worse. Like, no.
You're not even
Yeah,
a manager at McDonald's. Just no.
Baby,
Lord,
listen.
not the manager.
Mm-mm.
I need you to own,
Girl,
like, there's no name on
Yes,
the inside of the
franchise
building.
it.
Like,
Little
Yeah.
franchise.
I need to know that you are the franchisee. I need to know that.
girl. Okay, that's what's up. So now
That's
we
why
got
we
to get
feel like
over here to Clay and Tay. Now, Clay and Tay, last week I said that she act like she didn't like this man in real life. But this week it felt a little bit different. I might have jumped the
Mhm.
gun on that one. Felt a little bit different. But the problem is that maybe she was just nervous. Maybe that's what the energy was. And now she's a little more relaxed because it felt different after they did the intimacy thing and stuff like that, and just their conversation. And they go to the boom boom room, but not the boom boom, but just the boom. You know what I'm saying? Like, they did that, and I was like, oh, okay, so this is cute. But now we got another liar. Why do people lie? Why we got all these liars on this show? I don't understand. Because now we got another baby, and this doesn't make any sense. What is the deal with all these people and these babies? And if I'm not mistaken, hold on, let's go back. They've been dating for 8 months. I can't remember how old this new baby is,
A
but
newborn.
You just said newborn.
yeah, he didn't say how, like, if it, because you know, some of these people with these ages,
I
they
do
say
three
newborn. And
months or less for newborns. 3 months or less. Okay.
okay, so that would mean that the baby was born during their situationship, right? If that's the
Mm-hmm.
case. And if that is the case, I just feel like with an 8 month situation, this is no reason to lie. She probably
Right.
knows that you were dealing with somebody else prior to her. Give her
Yeah.
the option, give her a choice at this point. Like, do I want to be with somebody who or invest this time? 8 months is a long damn time. 8 months is over half of the year.
Mhm.
And that's ridiculous to me. Shayna, your thoughts?
And the girl was pregnant while he up there dating her.
ain't it. I
Right.
Okay,
mean, yeah.
online.
I think that we all know that she's not going for this. Like we all can see that she like I do think I agree, EJ. I think that last week she was nervous, especially with cameras around and everything. So it's like it's my first time meeting you and there's cameras in our face. Like, let me play it cool. But that baby, she is not about to let that go. And she asked him about it. That was a time where he could have been like, you know what? Let me come clean. He didn't say nothing. He was just like, yeah, I'll tell you when the time is right. Like, okay, so now you just sat up there and you had the opportunity to tell me the truth, and then you still kept lying or withholding information.
Girl, that part. I was like, you gotta like a get out of jail pass. Not even get out of jail, but just let me be open pass. Because you're talking the Jared and Charlie then dropped this bomb on everybody. So this opened up the dialogue for everybody else. And I'm just like, if anybody else got any secrets, now is the time. Go ahead and speak now, forever hold your peace, especially if it's about a baby. And here we go with Clay doing the absolute most.
Who's watching these children and what's going on with these mothers and fathers? Like nobody's asking
Girl,
questions.
Yeah. The other
Yes.
parent. Oh, who?
doing
Like,
too much.
and she has a
Mo,
son, so
And that's the thing. I don't think it would have been that big of a deal for her, depending on when this all occurred. Like, if
Mhm.
because I would want to hope that maybe the baby was older than 3 months, like just a little bit, like maybe like 5 or 6 months. I think she could deal with that because
I,
it wouldn't. I think she could probably be like, I think she might be able to deal with it because I don't know how these online relationships work, but I don't know if we just all in deep light in the beginning. I feel like it's just like you text me every now and again, I text you, and You know,
You
you know what
said
I
if
mean?
the
Like,
child is under 5, the relationship is still alive.
Okay.
So,
Mm-mm.
what?
Not
Listen,
even
And
a
I'm
year
sure the
old.
mother probably still would like for y'all to be together. So we ain't playing them
Yeah,
types of
right.
games.
She's still
Yeah,
going
you
through
Yeah.
should have.
postpartum. Like, come on now.
Yeah.
I
No.
mean, this relationship been going for 8 months, so the girl was pregnant, so he could have came forward with that
information.
with
Mm-hmm.
the information.
Please tell
Like,
me
I have a
now, because
baby on the way, but me and the mother are not together, no longer together.
And they online date. Nobody posted this baby
So you give her the
online.
option.
Yeah, that's the.
And
right, that
that's
means either he ain't posted his own baby online. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, no.
Exactly that part.
Or either he just like did away with his social media. He had to or something because
Got her blocked, child. They be blocking you and then put their
yeah, he
business
might
up
have
there.
2 accounts.
Yeah,
He might
I
have
think he might got
2.
2 accounts.
I
The
would
one for
say,
his real
yeah.
family, and then
Yeah.
his dating account. Is his name even Clavassier? Who knows?
That's what I'm about to
Right?
say, Chad. I'm like,
Baby,
wait,
listen.
is this your
I
real
don't know
name?
why wait so. That's the
It
thing I
got to
can't
be his
stand.
real
Why
name.
wait
That's
so
unique.
long to reveal something like this? Because maybe,
Yeah.
like you guys said, maybe she might have been okay with it, but at this point, I'm ready to see the furniture moving.
She
Okay,
didn't even kiss
cause
him, so she's giving no
Mm-hmm.
nonsense.
yeah,
Mm-mm.
I'm ready to see how this is all gonna play out. So it is what it is. But Miss Kira, what are your thoughts on them? And then Candy.
I mean, I wish she was right. Like from the first episode that she really wasn't feeling him, because now that they seem to be getting quite comfortable, I feel many ways. I feel all different ways. And like you said, after they had that declaration in front of everybody, like, I got a baby, you got a baby, he got a baby, we all got a baby, and then to go to the boom boom room and be like, when the time's ready, I hate that for her. It's just a hot mess, and it didn't have to be.
Absolutely, absolutely, Candy.
Yeah. When she asked when they mentioned the other couple that had the babies,
Mm-hmm.
and she said, what I think she asked him what would he do, and he said find the right time to say something. I said, I know this mother trucker ain't got no baby. Because the way he said it was like,
Mhm.
I'm like, now listen, come
Like
on
he
now.
has some experience with it.
Okay. So
I
yeah,
mean,
I mean, that was the perfect time. That was an out. Say, hey, listen, I did the same thing, my baby XYZ, blah, 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 you know, and just spill it all out. Just go ahead and spill your guts, sir, because what better time than the present? Like, really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
especially before things go any further. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because that just makes it even more awkward if things go further and you haven't told the truth. I will give
Mm-hmm.
Charlie that much. At least she was like, dang it, I can't do this. Like, I got to
Mm-hmm.
go ahead and let it be known. So
yeah,
I'll
because
give her
that
that
pumping
much.
machine was so damn loud, everybody can hear it. Like she had to come forward with that.
I'm like,
But they
come
over in
on.
the boom boom room rubbing feet and backs and stuff. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
speak
I
up.
yeah, I admit
Child.
Ty gonna go off because the more she spend the intimate moments with this
Mm-hmm.
guy, it's about to
Yeah.
she gonna blow
Her,
up on him. I'm
her
They
sorry.
feelings
gonna knock it
gonna get
all over.
stronger.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Because, baby, listen, the windmill hands and feet, I've been putting the fluffers on him real quick. Oh, yeah, she
Okay.
violent. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Listen.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
All right, now, so Miss Kira, I'm coming to you on this one. Your online date is overly affectionate in public on your first meetup, making you uncomfortable. How do you handle it? Do you politely ask them to dial it back in public, go along with it, and talk later privately? Immediately create physical distance and address it afterward? Ghost right away, boundaries cross.
I mean, if it's making me uncomfortable, I'm gonna have to politely ask you to dial it back because I can't wait till later. We gotta address this right now. I mean, I could give you some physical distance and also ask you, but we going for the first one.
Okay, I agree. I'm pretty vocal. Listen, get your ass off me. Period. Do not have time for that. Okay. Do not have time for that. Okay, y'all. I don't think anybody actually. It's people out here, but they're not really talking right now, so we just gonna move forward. Kiki and Brandon were not problematic, but there was
Mhm.
an issue. They were problematic on this particular episode right here.
Episode. Mm-hmm.
hmm So, but Kiki has a secret too, and we all already know the secret because it was in the trailer, right? And I feel like we are setting Brandon up for a huge heartbreak because I really feel like Brandon really likes her
Yeah,
on
he
this
does.
certain level, and I just feel like it's we about to just I don't know. I just don't like it. I'm just like, I don't, I think I actually like low key like Brandon. And I'm just like, I don't want to see him get hurt like this because it feels like he's putting it all out there. And again, we don't know these folks, but this is just an observation. And I feel like Kiki is about to do the most. But in this episode, there was no problems. But I just hate the future that we're about to see.
Yeah,
Mo, what's your thought?
I would say the coming attractions, baby. It's about to it's about to go down. Between those
Mhm.
two. But
Yep.
yeah. He seemed like you say, sweet, nice, considerate, and he doesn't really care about her weight. he say he like
He said
he
he
like
liked the big girls.
he said he like them big,
Like
fluffy, and
200.
so and then he said he was submissive in the body painting thing. He said he liked being
Mm-hmm.
submissive.
I know it was kind of cute. I was like, okay, Brandon, I see you. I missed you.
I'm like, okay, that's the first time I ever heard a dude say they like to be submissive.
Okay,
But
okay.
anyway,
Yeah.
I didn't even think he knew he liked it until he knew he liked it. You know what
okay,
I mean? Like, I think
yes.
he just learned something about himself. Shayna, what are your thoughts?
Is it me? It seemed like a little fetishy. It seemed like he giving a little fetish. I don't know. He into behind closed doors. Like, oh, I like that. Like, what are you into? Like, I don't. First it was the lingerie thing, and then it was the fetishy. Like, oh, I want to be a submissive. And then the way he was moaning and groaning with the yoga. Like, I don't know what he's into. I don't know. I don't know if he really like her, like genuinely like her, or if he's like fetishizing. I don't know what I'm trying to say.
I mean, it
But
could be that
we
too.
shall see.
I mean, it could be that too. I don't know. Kira?
Baby, I'm ready for the drama. I am ready for you to let us know that you are living with your real boyfriend, that you calling your ex-boyfriend. I am ready to now address that you possibly do have a drinking problem. And I don't trust Brandon's behind after the 4 years and the lingerie. Because you seem sweet and nice. It's something we don't know about you. You ain't said you have no secrets, but I just am not. 4 years? No. I don't believe it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't trust a 4 year thing regardless. I think people have their lives. I mean, for 4 years,
Exactly.
people got their lives. But I do feel like he is probably the least problematic right now at this moment. Listen, I always got my good eye on somebody. So,
Mhm.
we know that something can always happen. Candy, what are your thoughts about fetishy Brandon and Kiki with the man at home?
Mm.
Kiki's got a man at
He just
home.
took my song out my mouth.
Yes, yes, Lord.
Because he's so it's like a fetish. It's like it's not safe. It's like I'm worried. It's a concern. And then you like to be submissive. I never heard that before. So that's like a red flag to me. So what you got going on, Brandon? What's really going on? What's really going on? I don't. Some ain't gelling with that. And then Kiki's supposed to have a man at home or whoever, whatever, however. Like, yeah, no. And then she told me she have intimacy problems. Girl, you got a whole man. What you talking about? You a liar. Ain't no damn. Excuse my French. Yeah, I can see my voice went up. Bring it on down. Yeah, Kiki. I'm gonna need her to come out and go ahead and spill the beans.
Dang. And questioning the woman's intimacy problems. Oh, dang. Kiki, she said you lie, you a liar.
You live with a man. Ain't no way you worry. You got intimacy problems. You live with somebody.
That's
I
why she
mean,
can't be intimate with Brandon, child. She like, oh,
4 whole years, child. Bye.
yeah. And intimacy does go a little bit deeper than just the physical. So I mean, it could be like she really could have some intimacy issues with it all when it's all said and done. We don't know, but that woman, she do got a man, and that is not her ex. I don't believe it. I
She just
don't
saying
believe it.
that just so she don't get bucket naked with him. Why they did?
I don't think she's trying to save face about it. You know what I'm saying? And it would make even more sense if they actually was getting some real money for this, because then I would also go in and say that her man know about it and this is just all a ploy to get this money because they got some bills to pay and shit. But I don't know because they don't really get paid nothing apparently. So I don't know.
Child,
Um,
she want her Raymond Flanagan gift card.
Furniture is expensive
Listen,
now,
okay.
so I mean, I didn't know about how you city was
They
still
get gift
around, but
cards over here.
Yeah. Winning
last
last
something.
season
season.
they won a value city gift
That was their
card,
payment.
a $500 gift card to split.
That's what they want at the end of the year.
That's what they got.
Mhm.
I mean,
Yeah, the winning.
I don't know if they get anything else behind the scenes. Let's just say it like that.
A sandwich, some
But this ain't
green
enough.
beans with
Budget
vegan
looks
butter.
pretty low.
Oh, girl, I cannot wait to
Right.
talk about that because I got some thoughts, and I'm pretty sure y'all got some thoughts too. But let's go into this next scenario. Your online date invites you for a movie night at their place, promising Netflix and chill. Now, we all know what Netflix and chill really mean. But once you're there, they clearly misunderstood the meaning and they're literally just watching movies. How do you proceed? Do you make the move because we grown? Pause the movie and openly ask about the expectations? You have a conversation, joke about it to break the awkwardness, or just enjoy the innocent movie night and revisit the intimacy later. Monique 69 Ways, just because of the way your name is, I need to know what you think. You're on mute, boo.
Mute.
You,
You're on mute.
You on mute.
you.
There you
She
go.
was giving us some good
I
talk. Go
know,
ahead,
I was
girl.
like,
You
no,
was on
you're
mute.
missing it.
that mute what you getting every
We don't know
time.
sign language.
Nope.
No, we can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm looking like, how did I mute myself? That's crazy. But yeah, so it depends on who I'm Netflix and chilling with.
Mhm.
If they fine, if they so fine that I gotta rip their clothes off, I gotta have them right now. That I gotta devour them right now, then I'm making a move. But if it's just, regular
Don't
homeboy
pull no
or
Alexis and
homegirl,
Chris
we just gonna enjoy this innocent movie night.
Okay.
She acting like Alexis, not respecting the
Okay.
Okay,
boundary.
because Alexis got some problems and we got to talk about that for sure. Miss Kira, I'm interested. What you doing, boo?
Listen, it depends on the vibes. Are we sipping or not? Am I feeling you or not? Because if I'm not, we can kind of just enjoy a nice, innocent movie night, maybe revisit it later. But if I'm feeling you, I might have to make a little joke, break the awkwardness. I like to joke, I like to kid, I like to play. I ain't gonna jump your bones, but we need to do something.
Okay, Shana, I'm switching this question up for you just a little bit because now I see I gotta go in a little bit deeper. You are definitely feeling them
Ooh,
100%. They
ooh.
are fine, fine. You wanted a real Netflix and chill. But this is where we are. So what you doing?
If I'm feeling them and they not making a move on me, then I don't know if I'm still feeling them at this point because I'm sitting here. Like, what else do I need to be doing? But maybe make a joke to break the awkwardness. If you don't catch the hint after that, then I'm going home.
Shana said, bye.
Okay, Shayna, like, you don't see me? You don't see how I'm looking?
Okay, y'all see all these
Okay,
videos. Okay. Candy, what you doing, boo? Same scenario as Shayna. What you doing?
So boundaries are set. I'm gonna try to honor those boundaries.
Stop lying.
Like, yeah.
Go ahead, girl.
I feel like
Somebody
you
gotta respect the
lying.
boundaries. Somebody gotta respect them.
What kind of movie we watching? Like,
Stop playing. Stop playing. Netflix and chill means it's a Netflix and no chill. How about that? How about we Netflixing and no chilling? You know what you called that man over for.
Mm-hmm. And they
He just
fine.
ain't making the move because he a little shy, he a little apprehensive. You know what I'm saying? You don't really know what it is, but what you gonna do? You gonna
Look, I'm gonna put that hand on that thigh.
okay,
Yes, hit
that's
that thigh,
everybody
baby.
know what the hand on the thigh means. Hand on the thigh mean.
Maybe he's waiting until the movie's over. Like he wants to finish the movie and then get into
Maybe it's on
Could
Netflix.
be.
It's not live TV.
Baby,
Let's
I'm
be
Right.
for
Thank
real.
you, Kara.
Let's be
yours.
so for
If you
real.
want me, give me your love.
Oh, goodness.
She's always late. She's gonna show him her record collection. I know that's right.
Listen, she gonna
Okay,
work
show him
it
that
in.
record collection.
It
Cause
depends. It depends. To be honest,
Oh.
really honestly, it depends. You know,
Is this our first
like,
time or have we done it before?
y'all ain't never done
We've
it. Y'all ain't never done it before. This
and
Oh,
we
okay,
never
no,
met.
not
We never met
initially,
either.
no, y'all met. Y'all cool. Y'all done dated. Y'all been dating, and y'all finally are like about to. Y'all, you want the D, okay? You want it,
She
or
said
the
you
other
want
thing,
it.
whatever you into.
Okay.
And they come over.
Well, I ain't gonna lie. I told my husband before we was. I said 90 days, baby. I ain't make it 19.
Girl, stop playing.
Oh,
No, she
okay.
didn't. I didn't make
Yeah,
it 19.
Oh,
Did you make it
I
9?
made it 19 days. I didn't make it to 20. I made it to 19. That was it. I couldn't take it no
okay.
more.
Okay.
Shoot, I ain't mad at it.
I'm not mad at that
At
either.
least you try.
I
That's
did.
all that matters. You tried. Baby, you tried.
So
That's all
yeah.
that matters.
It
Wait,
worked.
it depends on how often are we seeing you to be holding it for 19? 'Cause, like, am I seeing you
Girl.
every day and I got to hold it for 19? I'm just saying.
Okay.
Okay.
I love the idea of showing you my record collection because one thing, if not anything, I love music and I will throw on them songs. You better catch the hint real quick because I
Okay.
got a playlist. And when I hit that playlist,
Okay.
just know, put it down real
Mhm.
low in the back, put it down a little bit low in the background. So you can still hear the movie, but you hear this too. Subliminal
Mhm.
messages, subliminal.
What
Catch
movie
them
are
or
we
else.
watching
If
though?
you do all that initiating is bad, then
What
you
kind of
It
want
don't
movie we
matter.
that.
watching?
It don't matter what movie y'all
Right,
watching,
no
but
matter.
you
You'll be
can put
watching us, Candy. What are you talking about?
So is it
thank
is
you.
it is it like what's the name of that movie? With Jada Pinkett and Lance, and they make the flowers grow. Like is it a movie like that when the flowers start growing when we in the field? You know, like
Yo,
you know.
I cannot with you. It don't even matter what the movie is.
hey, well,
Ooh,
Whatever you
Jesus.
want it to
I,
be.
I want to make the
Okay.
flowers grow too. Poetic
Mhm.
justice. No, it wasn't poetic justice. Whatever.
no, it was not.
Anywho, y'all know what I'm talking about. Make the
Yeah,
flowers grow.
we're going to talk about one of the more this is an
Jesus.
interesting situation right here, and I really want to lean into this couple because they actually did have some things going on, and I don't know. I said from the jump they weren't gonna make it, and I still stand by that. My it hasn't changed for me. These two are not gonna make it. But there were a couple of things that Alicia kind of got caught up in. But I'm gonna talk about the other one when we get to the other slide.
Okay.
When we get to Ty. But for now, I just want to focus on just these two. There was a thing. So first of all, when we get to the intimacy moment, right, when we're doing the painting and stuff like that, she didn't want him to paint on her back and stuff like that. We found out about her autoimmune disease and things like that, and hoping and wishing her a speedy, recovery or
Mhm.
whatever the situation is. Hope everything works out with that before we go in. But that is very real. So we
Mhm.
found out about that, right? And then he's talking and he's saying how he felt about her when he saw her. This dude is into her. Like, I feel like he really, really is into her. It feels real. And there's a moment where we get a flashback where he asked her about yoga, right? And she's like, well, if, whatever my body wants, I might sleep in, yada, yada, yada. But then we flash forward, right? And that day, she's actually doing yoga with Brandon. And we know who Brandon is. Brandon is the one
Mhm.
with the abs, right? Um, that's who Brandon is. So Urban feels a little bit of a way about this. Two-part question. Is he justified in how he felt? Do you feel like there was anything wrong with it? And how did you like his approach to the conversation when he goes to talk to her? I'm going to start with you, Miss Kier, and then Shayna, then Candy, and then Mo, you'll finish it up.
I didn't have a problem with him, say it like you mean it, get it off your chest, put it out there. Let's not beat around the bush, especially you guys are meeting up and you're in this shared space. How he said it, I was not really a fan of his approach, but I don't, she said what she said, she felt uncomfortable. I don't know if I would go that far, but I just didn't like his delivery and his
Mhm.
tone personally.
Shane.
I agree. And I'm direct too, so I feel like just tell me if you have a problem. Like, let's not beat around the bush. I think he was justified in how he felt because he did ask her to do the yoga. It wasn't like she just did yoga with somebody else. He asked her. He mentioned he wanted to do it with her. She turned him down, and then you turn around and you do it with somebody else. So I understand how he feels, and he did come in hot. I don't like that. Like, talk to me nice. Don't talk to me all rough and rude. But I feel like it was a buildup. Like, he's been trying to like talk to her. She keeps shutting him down. He's been trying to like make little moves. She's not interested. So I think he finally just exploded. Like, that was his final straw, and he just had to tell her. But her saying she felt unsafe, like, he's not going to tell you nothing else now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I thought that was a very interesting move for her to say that she felt unsafe because his delivery was a little strong, and I don't think it was too strong in the sense of, but maybe for people who don't know each other, it might be too much. You know what I mean? Like, I do feel like I would be comfortable with that conversation with somebody that I had been with and, for a certain amount of time because it wasn't argumentative. It was just very, this is
Harsh.
how I feel. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what it is. And I do like for people to just say things like, don't beat around the bush with it. Don't try to paint it real cute and all that type of stuff. Like, literally say what you feel because I'm going to say what I feel, and it just is what it is. But maybe this wasn't, especially with her. Yeah, from the jump, I've been saying that she is, oh gosh, I keep trying to use the right words. I just don't think that she was going to be accepting of it in any way that he presented it, but definitely not this way, if that makes sense.
She's
So
a little fragile, and I feel like given whatever time they were talking online, you kind of get to know people and know, what they said. They've had disagreements before, so I feel like you gotta know if you talk to me a certain way, it's not gonna fly, but maybe not.
He's Haitian, so I already could tell he would be like, no, not
Yeah.
this. But she mentioned him being insecure. Like, he tried to say it nicely the first time. Then she called him insecure, and then it's like every time you kind of nitpicking or complaining about something. Like, now he's just getting tired.
yeah, I think I feel the same way. Like, he just met a boiling point because even when they have the first conversation, when he starts to talk about it, I felt like he was saying it in a nicer way. It's that second one that he came in real strong. That first one, I felt like he was being a little nicer with it, and he even tries to stop and validate her feelings, and he's like, it's okay, breathe. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. I can't remember his exact words, but he stopped in the middle of his own feelings to acknowledge her feelings or wherever they was about to go. But that second time around is when he came in like, no, you'll bump this shit. Ugh. But
Yeah.
and I think you're right though, Shane. I think it's a buildup. I think he's just tired at this point because he's been like really trying and he keeps getting that pullback. Candy, what are your thoughts over Alicia and Arvine?
Yeah, he came on strong, but I understand he was upset and frustrated in the moment because he was like, uh, I'm not feeling you right now. And he mentioned about the yoga. I asked you about yoga, but you're doing yoga. He said, I didn't interrupt you when you're doing your yoga, but it seemed like you can't catch a hint of nothing. I about died when he said that. But it was like you can't catch a hint of nothing. And it's like,
he mad at you.
but y'all, for one, y'all are new, y'all are fresh, and y'all just meeting. And he was telling her like you have a way of flipping things that's going on to make it to go work in your favor. And then she goes into I feel unsafe. So he gets up and walk away. Of course, but come back. Why you want me to come back if you feel unsafe, ma'am? I don't understand. I mean, like, what you want him to do? Come back and then say something else to you, and then you gonna scream some code word that makes somebody want to come around the corner? Like, what is it? I don't understand. If he's leaving, he's gone, let him go. You don't know this dude, for one. This ain't your dude in real life. Like, you don't even know this man. So let him go, let him cool off and be at peace wherever he at. Y'all figure it out later on. She does seem like she can flip words, manipulate things, and make it seem like it's something that it's not. I don't want to put it all on her, but his delivery was a little abrasive. But I understand he was upset in the moment because you was just doing yoga with somebody, a whole dude, not even a lady, a woman. You was doing it with a dude. That there is like a whole nother thing, like you don't even know him. You don't know me, you don't know him either. But why are you doing this with him? And I ask you, well, when my body wakes up, whenever I feel like it, nah, girl, hold a minute now. Wait a minute. What is it?
I was confused
Yeah.
as to why she would want to be on the show anyway. Like, why would I, if you have an autoimmune disease and you're going through like all this pain, like, I wouldn't want to meet you on TV in public. Like, that's just me personally.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
agree.
agree with everyone up here. Like Kira said, she had this autoimmune, and she said she want to live the life to the fullest. And I'm looking like, girl, what that look like for you? Because it seemed like you is not interested in this guy. Let's be clear and honest. You is really not interested in this guy, and what living life to the fullest look for you in this moment in time in your life. I don't know. And I'm pretty sure she doesn't know the way she's acting. Yeah, I need them to go. Shit.
We're gonna see
Her
tomorrow.
life, but she's not.
Because
She's
he's
pushing him away.
because
So
he's older than her, right?
yeah, he's
Mhm.
like 44. She's 36, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go to the cards. That's how we kept them. She's 36 and he's 44. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
In 5 months. Oh yeah, y'all can go ahead.
Yeah. She
Big
said she
rock.
wanted to be a wife, but if
Separate.
they can't communicate, you can't handle conflict, like you shut down. This little argument made you feel unsafe. Then how you gonna
Yeah.
handle a real
It
serious
might
situation?
it might just be him because certain things are different with certain people. So, like Mo said, maybe she really not feeling him because maybe had it been somebody else, and even if they said it in that way, she might have received it in another way.
I
We
think she has
we
past
don't
trauma
really
from
know.
elsewhere
We
that
should call
she's
him insecure.
on. You know, like I feel like something happened before, and she's like carrying it into this situation.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Mhm.
gonna be
Okay.
surprised.
That's right. Shout out to Aries. Hey, boo.
Hey,
Hey, pretty girl
girl.
love scraps. Thank y'all for
Hey, hey,
coming through. We appreciate y'all.
hey. Hi.
But yeah, no, I agree 100% with everything that y'all said. Let's go to the next scenario. I think it's the last one. You've been dating someone for 6 months and they casually ask you for your, oh, I didn't even correct that. For the, it was supposed to be for the password to your phone as a sign of trust. What's your move? Do you politely decline? Trust doesn't mean sharing passwords. Agree, but only if they share theirs too. Laugh it off and quickly change the subject. Straight up question their motives and intentions. Candy, is you giving up the codes to the password? That sounds like enough. Hold
Hold
on,
on.
shift
I'm
back.
sneezing.
Bless
Wait a minute.
you.
I'm
I think she
sneezing.
sneezed. Bless you.
Bless you, boo.
Whew, okay. So yeah, no, we're not doing that. I mean, I can give it to
Agree.
him, but then I'll change it. Like, so I mean, no.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want
Mm-mm. That's
yours.
Not,
okay. Me neither. I think that's like
that
something
is not an
reserved for.
option, Candy.
I don't
I
care
feel
that much.
like that's reserved for married folks at some
Yes.
point if they want to. I
Hmm.
don't necessarily have to know the password to my husband's phone. I mean, I can always stick that little FaceTime thing in. I don't know his password. I think everybody in my house knows my password, so it's not like a secret or anything. It's just everybody knows everything that I would use, so they just automatically know mine. Like my kids picking up my phone talking about, like, how the hell you know my password? Well, mommy, it's the same that it always is. Oh, okay. That type of stuff. But
Mhm.
I don't think that there is any a world where I'm dating anyone where you deserve to have that type of access to me in any way, form, or fashion. If we both ain't got something to lose, I feel like married folks, everybody got something to lose at some point. When you connect them lives like that, I just don't want you in my. That's too much in my space for me. But as a wife, I don't care about you having my password, and it doesn't. And but I don't really, like I said, I don't even remember what my husband is. He told me what it is. I have no clue. I don't care about going. I'm that person. If I got to go through and look for things, I don't have time for that. That's not like a lot of energy to me. I can't do it. That's just me though. Shana, what's your thoughts with?
No, I agree. Even if I was married, I haven't looked at anybody's phone in many years. Like I don't. If I feel like I got to start going through your phone, then I don't need to be in that situation. Like
That
Eric said,
part.
like, look, if you don't trust me, and then casually dating for 6 months, like we've been married for 60 years, like I still should be able to trust you. And it's not even just my privacy, like it's whoever I'm speaking to. Someone could be telling me something personal that's none of your business. and then you're just going through my stuff. Like, if you need to know something, you should feel comfortable enough to just ask me. I'm not giving you my password. Like some stuff just gotta be for me.
At that part, absolutely agree. Mo, giving it up, Bo?
Heck no, I'm laughing it off and quickly change the subject. I'm like, yo. Did you hear about Charles and Shirley? Boy, some gospel hot tea. I promise you.
Okay, that part. Miss Kira, you giving it up, Bo?
Politely decline. Trust doesn't mean we share passwords. Listen, I created a whole separate speaking of kids, okay? I created a whole separate password for these Netflix accounts and stuff because I don't need y'all to get into my other accounts. You know the passwords for the streaming. You don't need my password, okay?
Okay.
Now, if we married, that's a whole other conversation. We dating, absolutely not. No.
Okay, that
Right.
part.
Are we? Do I have your social security number? Do I have that?
Okay, because
Okay.
listen,
Look,
that's the type of trust we need to be on.
Because
absolutely.
6 months. Like, I mean, your social security, your password, your phone is like your social security number. Cause like, no.
Okay, that part.
Up for 9 digits.
I am in
Okay.
agreement with y'all. Listen, I've been waiting to talk about this couple right here because are
And
we talking about super red flags right here? Ty is problematic. I don't care what nobody says. Ty is problematic. This Joker got so many red flags going on, and she needs to be paying attention. This ninja is for the streets, and they can have him because I wouldn't want him. I'm sorry, but that dude, you do not get to talk. First of all, when she sat up there, and I was, you know what? Let me borrow her.
Yeah, come on, bring it on down.
Okay.
no, let either go. Let her cook. Let her cook.
Right.
when Brittany sat up there and listened to the way that he talked to Alicia, I was like, so you just don't say Todd? Hell no. Like, no, I'm about to check this ninja right now. Like, no, you're not gonna sit here and talk to this woman that you don't even know. Because first of all, that kid, you might think that you have permission to talk to me like that you low key know. There is no way in the world dinner would have been over with. I would have been like, hey, people of the show, I'm out. I gotta go. I'm done. Where my ride? I'm done. This was too many red flags for me. I don't even feel like Alicia came in there on no extra energy. Like he tried to make it seem like she had extra energy, but she has an autoimmune disease. We know that. Now everybody else doesn't know that. But even if you don't know that, that was a simple conversation. Yes, we can put some, I would have just said, you know what, I can put something to the side for you. I can put some vegetables to the side for you that don't have the. It was so simple. It just didn't require all of that. I don't understand. Mo, go ahead, because these people work my damn nerves.
Yeah, I didn't. I mean, yeah, it was tough to watch because I'm like, where is Irvin when you need him? Okay, yeah, but I didn't like how he talked to her. Yeah, like you said, he simply could have just, be accommodating. Like, okay, I hear you. Let me see if I can come up with something to have something for you to eat as we all eat dinner because she didn't have to tell him about the autoimmune, but just to it's like it's obviously she's so determined about this butter and oil thing, so it had to be something real for her, to come to me with this request. So I will oblige. I'm not, yeah.
That's how I felt about it. Miss Kira, what's your thoughts on it?
He did not need to have all of that energy over some vegetables. Okay, like people's eating habits are their eating habits. You don't know what I'm allergic to. You don't know any of that. I simply ask you to put a little vegetable aside, just drizzle a little oil on it. If anything, you could have been like, "Do you mind doing it? I'm kind of preoccupied." You know what I'm saying? You could have said it a different way. I don't think it was a big deal to separate it, but if you thought it was, babe, can you come in here and get that yourself? Because I got to do all of this. But that attitude over some doggone vegetables had to go because I ain't understand it at all.
Girl, red flag on the play. That ninja gonna get mad about anything. It don't matter what it is, and he gonna take it to a whole nother level. Over some vegetables? No, Shana.
And Brittany was silent. She really didn't say shit.
The people in the streets were saying they think Ty lying about his age.
Oh, the 38.
He was giving his industry age, but no, you know what? I did kind of see both points of views because I thought she came in a little spicy. Because the way she was saying it, like she was demanding, and they don't know that she has that autoimmune disease. I don't think she needed to say it either. I think if she just would have asked a little more nicely, like her tone was kind of like demanding, like, yeah, oh, they don't got my vegan butter, like put it over there, don't be drowning it with oil. Like, wait, the girl,
Yeah, she was
like, well, make your own food then. And then he kind of was like, he was pushing everybody out the kitchen. I don't like people in the kitchen when I'm cooking either. Like, get out.
Yeah, I don't think nobody should be in the kitchen while they it's the turn for them to cook. Yeah.
Brittany was the one who was cooking the vegetables, and she was like, okay. So I don't know why he came in like, no. Like, why do you the person who's cooking it don't care, so let it be. But I didn't like when he said his confessional, like, she's not my woman, so I don't gotta accommodate her. Like, you should just accommodate people just to accommodate people.
You're cooking for the whole house.
Right. Not because that's not your woman. And then when she told Irvin, and he was like, oh well, sounds like it was on you. Like, oh my goodness, like,
worthless.
Yeah,
no,
yeah, just worthless. But that's when I knew that he was mad. I was like, oh, he. This is not in reaction to the situation. This is in reaction to how he knows that she approaches things and how he already feel about her. Right. This has everything to do with that and not necessarily what the real situation was. I just felt like it was overdone because it felt like Brittany was cool with it or whatever. And she even says, I can do my, I can make it myself, even though I felt like that was just a reaction to him. But she did say, she's like you're yelling at me. And at that point he was, and she was at a normal tone when she said, you're yelling at me. And I'm just like, it's food. I don't understand why we being. Yeah. If it hadn't been anything else, maybe I would be like, okay, but I just didn't get it. It was just too much. Like
Brittany was like, that's somebody else's woman. Like, what is it? Somebody else's woman got to do anything? Like, don't talk to her. Like, that's like when somebody's disrespecting a waitress or something, or you just disrespecting somebody in general in front of me. Like I said, then that means that you 9 times out of 10 on Mad Day, you're gonna be talking to me like that. And I'm I'm not Alicia.
Okay, because it ain't finna happen, Captain. Candy, what was your thoughts about Ty doing the most?
Listen, sir, you got 2 roses sitting on your tits. Ain't nothing you can say to me. You can't talk to me no kind of way. I'm gonna need you to bring it on down. Talk to me like you got some sense, because you seem like you got something else going on with you, and it ain't what you arguing about some doggone string beans and butter or string beans and oil. It wasn't that big of a deal. It's only vegetables. Ain't like she asked you to cook the meat that you were preparing in a certain thing. And why can't you be accommodating? You so happy to be in the damn kitchen. You accommodate people. I have to accommodate my own family. Hell, ain't but 3 of us. And I know them. Don't want to deal with them half the time. But these people you don't know. And you
can know you. That's why I ain't
accommodate them. Like, I mean, but you on a doggone TV show, there are cameras
right here. Oh Lord, he need a bra.
Oh Lord,
you an A cup? No, that's a B cup.
Hey, Brittany talking about I'm insecure about my body. Like, he ain't insecure about his. But I mean, go off.
Okay, he said he out here with him out.
You should be the kindest person on the show, sir, because you got roses. I got a rose too. I'm, a woman. Never mind. I just don't care. I just ain't care for the way he handled it, and I ain't like the way Brittany allowed him to stay there. I didn't like that way she allowed him to stay there. No, you don't want to be argumentative with your partner on camera, for one thing. That's my whole thing on camera. Don't do that. But you still should let him know, hey, I got it. I'll fix it for her. The lady got whatever she got going on. Why you think you... Never mind.
Yeah, I think she tried to say something, but I don't think she knew how to approach it. They've only been together for 3 months, and she seems a little more docile to me. And in that, like, some of us are more outspoken. Like, I probably would have been like, now, Al, you did not have to talk to her like that. Don't do that. Like, I would have pulled him to the side and said, don't do that. Don't talk to her like that. I would have probably took over the conversation. Like, that's how I would have approached it. Like, I would have, like, Ty wouldn't have been able to talk because I would have over-talked Ty. And I would have been like, boo, I got you. Don't even worry about it. Go ahead and I'll put some vegetables to the side for you. Like, I would have taken control of it really quickly to just de-escalate it without, making him feel a type of way. But at the same time, just addressing the issue directly to her, because I'm the one making the vegetables anyway. And just, making it And if she said something else, then you on your own. I done helped you and done de-escalated it. Because at the same time, you got to be cognizant. You don't want to, embarrass people because, sometimes, some of us have some mouths and we can, we can embarrass some folks sometimes. We only been in this thing 3 months. It ain't like we married. I'm never embarrassing my husband, but
Yeah.
I don't know you.
Right.
I embarrassed you.
And
But
then
I'm
Alexis,
surprised
what
Alicia waited. She waited until they were like almost done to say something. Like, why didn't you say something before?
Right.
And now I'm almost done, and then I cook for 8 people. You talking about, can I cook you some vegetables? Like, no.
Right, I'm cooking. This food smelling good. I'm hungry, girl.
I mean, the way he said it, but what he was saying wasn't really.
Yeah. He had an attitude, like, sir. I mean, okay, it's too late. I done cooked them all.
He's not an alpha male. He's just short tempered.
I would have
He just got a beard and a go
area for she can do her thing.
Okay, and he catfishing everybody because them pictures online when the same.
I don't even talk to my kids like that over some vegetables.
Yeah, it ain't that deep to me. Like, good God, over some freaking vegetables.
It really ain't that deep. Alexis and Chris, y'all. Oh God, another problematic issue that we got going on. Alexis is for the streets. I'm sorry. She's 47 years old and you just out here just doing the absolute most. I'm sorry. You need to learn how to act first and foremost. This is just disrespectful on every single level, in my opinion. The way Alexis was acting. And then it was real childish when we got to the end. I'm just like, what are we doing here exactly? And who hurt you and why? And what is it that you're really looking for? I just feel like there's something deeper. And I just don't know exactly what it is. And I don't know if we'll even figure it out at this level of this type of show. But I just feel like there's something more just by the way that she's asking for this. It almost gives like I never get this in my relationship and now I'm demanding it, but so forcefully that it feels weird. I don't know. I was uncomfortable for Chris at some moments when she was groping him the way that she was groping him in the thing and wasn't following any of the directions. Like, you're supposed to ask for permission. Yes, I know you want this man. Clearly you want this man. Clearly you are trying to jump his bones. But the exercise is ask for permission. Just follow instructions. It's not that hard. Kira, what was your thoughts about this?
I don't like her attitude at all, but that's the same one that said, send me, didn't like the tongue out, but send me a D-pic. So there's that. I don't know what to make of her. And then later on her attitude with, it was sensual or whatever word she used. Where's my red flag? Child, she a red flag too. He got a little bit of an attitude. Just, they can leave. That's who can leave. They can go. Because not you putting your hand on his and not asking.
Girl, okay.
Because if he did that to her, then people would have had an issue. He probably would have got kicked off the show. But the fact that she doesn't, even though he clearly says it. Candy, what are your thoughts about Alexis and Chris?
Alexis can go. I need Chris to find him somebody that's more suitable for him because he seems like a very fun, loving person, genuine. I don't know. I don't know what her deal is. I don't know. And she wasn't even asking for permission. Like, I don't know if she asked one time, but you doing all this extra stuff. Nobody that they panned the camera to was doing what she was doing.
Nope.
She was grabbing the Johnson in the front. She was putting her hands on the booty in the back, doing all this stuff. And did not ask when he was like, you asked for permission. She was like, I guess she said, I don't know what she said. I ain't got to ask for it or whatever. And he didn't mind. Well, I ain't gonna say he didn't mind because he kept saying it, but I don't know. I don't know what to make of this lady. Some ailing her. I don't know. She ain't the one with all the. No,
that's the older lady.
Yeah, she ought to be.
That's the older lady.
But she
this
ought
is
to
one
be.
who don't listen.
She the 47, ain't it? She 40.
Yeah.
She 45. Yeah,
45. Yeah.
It's some brewing with this biatch. I don't know what to say about her.
I thought her hands was going someplace else. Like in that picture, I said, I know she not.
She was going, wasn't it? She was roping up the shorts.
She probably went down there.
Oof. Gross.
She wants this man bad, y'all. Like, real bad.
If the roles been reversed, it would have been a whole doggone boycott of this doggone show.
I agree.
Mhm.
I felt like we was all witnessing the SA
Mm,
situation.
yes.
I'm like,
Let
And
him
I
have
guess
it.
she felt like since he already had sent her the picture, it was appropriate. But this no.
You thirsty.
and I can appreciate
Mhm.
he drawing a stop sign on her back. He like, yeah, the
When they
heck.
specifically tell you to ask for consent and you don't ask for consent,
Cause
Means you
that to
got
me, and that
problems.
was sex. I was saying, I said, you know, that is sexy. Can I do this? Can I? Can I? May I? You
Mhm.
know,
mhm.
I'm like, that is sexy. Yeah,
Okay, so
okay.
the next date night you gotta plan something like that and be like, can
Now Candy, you
I
know,
paint on your can I? I mean, it was. I mean, I thought was a really cool exercise. I was like,
Hmm.
yeah,
oh, okay, I like this. This could be very, that's a good intimate. It was a great way to create intimacy and teach people about boundaries because
yep,
technically we don't really know each other, but clearly Alexis has no boundaries and feels like she's in control of everything and like she has to be in control of everything and then has the nerve to play victim. Well, I was doing this, but you just did this, ma'am. That wasn't the thing. And some people, we could also go with the time and place for everything. Maybe he didn't feel like this was the place to be more, you know what I'm saying? Maybe he's trying to respect you more by not doing all those things and the way you are. I don't know, because I don't want to be that person.
I
But
guess.
Shayna, what you think?
I was just,
I don't. They said they've been talking for a year. Like y'all don't know each other. Because I feel like her personality has been pretty consistent. So you should not be acting surprised that she's acting this way when y'all get here. Like he don't like her. Like I said, I mean, he should have. If it was the other way around, they would have been kicked off the show. But if he likes
Mhm.
her, I think his response would have been a little different. Like not only did she doing this and he don't like it, and she's doing it in front of everybody, and then she's
mm-hmm.
older than him, so now he feels like she's trying to sun him. Like him giving his history. Then she's talking about you was rubbing my thigh too rough. Like, girl, you had your hands on his front, his back. Like, come on now. But he
I
just
was doing you like this. And he was like,
right.
ma'am.
You was rubbing me too rough. Like you was rubbing him rough too. Like rubbing him the wrong way. He don't like it. Then when she tried to
Mm-mm.
tell him about it, he just got up and walked off. So I'm like, he don't care about what he's talking about. He don't like you touching him. He just don't like you. He complained about it the whole entire episode. I think they needed to
Mhm.
like, I don't really want to see them anymore. It's not believable. It's forced, and it's not going nowhere.
I guess she felt
Yeah.
rejected. So she have a problem with rejection.
Rejection.
But
Hmm.
boundaries are is the name of the game, girl. What is your problem?
Okay.
Right.
That was the
Shoot.
whole lesson. And it's like she missed the lesson.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
What'd you say, Shane? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I know. I was gonna say, I think anybody would be turned off if you just started doing that. Like, wait a minute, like we ain't there yet for you to be doing all this.
Mm-hmm.
Who are you marking your
She
territory
felt
for?
attacked.
And then in front of people, because what if I got a Woody and then like what I'm gonna do with this Woody? In front of all these people and the cameras, like what I'm gonna do? Like, girl,
On
respect
national TV.
Oh, she was
Okay.
respect that
look.
man.
She was
But
gonna figure it out how to.
he definitely did
I
Let,
not
would
get that at all.
I would be embarrassed if that had happened just because you see me, you know, like, oh Jesus, now I gotta stand in front of you. You know,
Yeah.
I
right.
like no, don't be doing it. She seems so thirsty.
She
God.
was on her knees and he was like disgusted, like, ugh. It's just
Cause
giving thirsty cougar. And I was disgusted, like, girl, get up. Like, it's just
yeah, it ain't that deep. Good God.
Right.
Okay.
Respect yourself.
Oh
That part.
Oh
Lord.
Lord. Now we on to the circus act.
Well, Charlie and Jared, they have rocked our worlds with this whole situation with all these damn kids. They got a Brady Bunch family. There's a story of a man named Charlie. Okay, I'm not gonna do it. It is Jared anyway, but yeah, they was really giving Brady Bunch seriously, giving Brady Bunch, and he's okay with it. So he says, but I think it's more so the fact that he also had his secret, so he doesn't have a choice but to be okay with it. I think it's more so that the thing they decide they're gonna tell everybody about it, which I was like, okay, cool or whatever. The world knows about it, so the table should know about it too. Why not? And I think this kind of like set off everything. When they opened up the door to it and everybody's talking about it, people made it very clear in their moments, like if they was gonna go for it or not. Like, like I think Jay and Cinco was on some oh hell no type of stuff. So I was just like, okay, it is what it is. But in this episode, they wasn't giving problematic. They was just giving whatever. When he said that she was half white, half black, and she had to tell people that, I'm just like, girl, I mean, you were quiet to me. Anyway,
Maybe not his black queen.
I was
Lord.
so
that
annoyed at
girl,
that. Like, oh my God. Okay.
I had embarrassment for him when he said that. I said,
Look at
bro,
his
that
stance right there.
All right.
Mm.
bro, that is not like if you have to project that and say that, then that just means that you are. I'm sorry, I don't feel like I have to be like, oh, it feels like it's trying to be forced, like she's black, yada yada yada. Okay, even if she is mixed race, uh,
It's
when I
giving
look
one
at her,
drop rule. One drop.
yeah, I don't see that. So don't sit up here and try to give me this story about she's my zebra. What, bro? This is giving weirdness. Like, what are we doing here? I'm so sorry. I don't like it.
Because what
But
does that have to do with anything, child?
Right.
what
Yeah,
is it like? It just felt like there was so
exactly.
much emphasis on it. Why is there so much emphasis on this?
Right.
Hey, the real Aaron Collins, thank you so much for coming through. Appreciate you, bro. Why so much emphasis on that particular part of it? It was just so awkward to me. And
I
then when
want
you
to know
type
who he
in,
normally dates. Like, if she's your
yeah,
black queen, what you normally into?
It's
and then you
giving
have to
Jonathan.
say black queen. Don't do Jonathan like that. Don't even do him like that. This was worse. That was worse than the Coretta comment. I'm sorry. I just at least we kind of knew what he was going with the Coretta comment.
Oh,
This
baby.
I couldn't even catch what we were doing. I was just like,
He couldn't
it's
catch
not.
it either.
Yeah,
I
I tuned out like a little bit after that. I'm like,
And he said
okay.
black queen. I said, get them off the show.
That pissed me all the way off. I was kind of thrown off by the zebra part, but I was like, not your
Yeah.
black queen.
yes,
She
girl.
had
When
his name tattooed. Like, prove it. I don't see no name.
okay, that part, and then when he said that black queen thing, girl, I yelled so loud. My husband came down and said, "Are you okay?" I said, "Oh, my bad." Cause that shit, I was like, "What in the hell
At
did
least you know,
you?"
because I feel like if a group of black women be like, "Come on now, stop it," they're gonna be like, "Oh, here y'all go." Like, no, but really, like, you're playing in our face. This
Mhm.
is your black queen. Okay.
Okay, yeah. Like he just could have found so many other ways to explain her, but just don't do that. Like I
Not
just feel
that
like that
one.
was a slap in the face, just to black women in general, because I don't care about her being mixed race, and for me it's not about color. It's what you tried to portray and how you tried to
Hmm.
portray it, and it was just not cool at all when it was all said and done. Don't do that. But but other than
Yeah.
that, they weren't too problematic on this particular. He was, in my opinion, but they weren't problematic in the sense of couple wise on this episode like they were last week when they was dropping
Mhm.
bombs and all that type of stuff. Because I mean, well, technically he dropped his bomb this episode. It just didn't hit after she gave hers. It didn't matter what he said. It was just like, ugh,
He
okay,
just adding it to the
That's how
mess.
he felt. He was like, oh.
If he's gonna say he was married or something else, a little different, like, oh, I have a baby too. Like, all right, well, it's old now.
exactly.
Everybody's got a baby.
Yeah, you
I
should have
don't
Aaron,
said
even
yours.
know how
You
she
should have
got a
said yours
black baby.
first. But then
Mm-mm.
she got his name tattooed on her,
How did
girl.
you know
What
name
is
I don't
tattoo
failing
believe
you?
for
that.
your kids,
You
girl?
don't
Are
even know
you
this
remember him?
man. You don't
She
know this
gotta prove it
man.
to me. She said it, but I ain't see nothing. You having a
Right.
baby?
me neither.
Not Shayna scanning her body at the
Why? But that I wouldn't even say it in out my mouth like that.
What made you do
Not
that?
on
Was somebody who
nobody's
didn't even
national
meet you for
TV.
4 years?
Girl, that's like,
And you ain't even tell him about your
Right, you don't
kids,
even know what
but
she
you
did.
gonna tattoo his name on you, like, girl, no,
before your newborn. You
Right.
didn't even get the newborn name tattooed on you. What's going on?
Your kids
girl,
have seen 5 other men, but you got this one thing. Okay, go off.
girl.
listen. And
And
then
he,
they
and
out
he
there
did
doing the paint thing, and she gonna write her name all over him. Girl, that's like crayons
right.
and magic marker. Girl, what you talking about?
You got his
That don't
name
even go. That
tattooed,
ain't
and
the
he didn't
same.
get yours.
That
This
part.
is started, girl. Please.
Mm-mm.
They just need to
It's
go
a it's
somewhere.
a fairly new show, Aaron. It's only been on for this is the second season, so they've only had one season. It comes on the OWN network. It's just about these couples that have met online, that they've been dating online for X amount of time, some of them years, some of them months, and they're meeting for the very first time. It's crazy. It's problematic, but we like
Mhm.
the mess. Very problematic.
Do they have a
Uh,
reunion with the show?
No,
Mhm.
they
I
didn't
don't think
last
they didn't
time.
last.
No.
Okay,
No.
good. Because
They
baby, if
do go
Charlotte,
back and revisit and
Right.
tell if the couple's like
Yeah.
made
Yeah,
what
they get
happened.
like
They'll do that. They give you like
okay.
an update.
Because if Charlotte would see that playback on everybody talking ish about them, she told me everybody's so supportive. Girl, no, they
That
ain't.
was so
Nope.
hilarious. They was like, congratulations. As soon as they
Yeah.
the
I
next
just
week.
didn't understand why there was a need to stand up in front of the whole dinner table and announce this. Like, if it came
Right.
up, during conversation just naturally as y'all were doing activities or whatever, then fine. You're not trying to keep it a secret, or I don't know. It was
I think
strange.
it's the pumping thing because she keeps mentioning that. Like, girl, we get it, you pump. And you know that
Okay,
Yeah.
well, somebody asked the question. We could address it then. Like, you told him that's the important thing. If you hear me pumping, you hear me pumping. Y'all shouldn't be busting in the
Yeah.
room no way. But I'd be like, yeah, I had a baby,
Mm-hmm.
and then we could
It was
address
weird
it
that
at
she
that
was
time.
like, I can't hold it in anymore. And it's like, you held in your other kids from him for 4 years.
Years.
Okay,
Like, you just got to talk about it. That's
but these
crazy.
people get the privilege of knowing immediately, but he didn't get to know for you went through a whole 9 months of pregnancy and the baby's a month old, but and not to mention the mother kids, we didn't even know about
Them
Right.
them.
other ones must not be staying there because how do you not call their names? Like, what did you think they were? Puppies? I don't like. How do you do that?
Yeah, the puppies make
They ain't
noise
making
too.
They was
no
over. They was over their daddy house or grandma
Yeah, I
house.
guess
Got
so.
to
every
be.
Somewhere
day.
with the
Maybe she ain't
grandma.
got
Yeah,
custody.
she don't think she got custody. I don't think so.
And then
Probably
she's
not.
saying,
Yeah.
"Well, y'all know I have a 12-year-old girl. Don't nobody know you. What you talking
Right.
about?"
So she goes around
Okay.
talking about her 12-year-old, I guess the one she has custody of,
Yeah,
but not the others.
not the other two
Yeah.
and the new one.
You got a whole
I'm
nine
gonna
month
make
kid.
this. I'm gonna make this real quick and simple. Every week I'm gonna ask the same exact question: are they gonna stay together or not? For me, none of them are gonna stay together except for Jay and Cinco. Period. Mo,
Same Jay and Cinco for me. Everybody can go.
Yep,
Yeah.
here,
I agree.
Shayna,
No lies detected.
Same.
Candy,
I fifth that emotion.
girl, that part,
Who do
and
y'all think
that's
is gonna
sad.
leave first? Like, what couple y'all think gonna leave first? Because I think Alicia and Irving gonna go first.
At least the
I
one
think
that
so
said they
too.
gotta go. Yeah.
Okay, so they do leave the
Yeah,
camp. They do
Some of them do.
they
It's
do
not
leave the
all.
house.
sometimes
Yeah, because
some
if
of them
their
do.
relationship is not gonna work, they don't get to just stay
Stay
there. If
there.
they
Right.
if
Okay.
they if they break up or whatever you call it, or they know they not gonna move forward with the thing, then
Mm-hmm.
they tell them they gotta go.
Right.
That's how
Yep.
they did last season anyway,
Mm.
because they thought they was really gonna stay there for the rest of that little free trip.
Right.
Like, what?
Mm-hmm.
How y'all think that? Y'all decided y'all wasn't gonna move forward. So
Right.
If it wasn't for this at the end of what happened at the end of the episode with the baby, I would have gave them a maybe this episode. But by the time we got to the end of the episode, I was like, I guess we still want all no's and one
Mm-hmm.
yes.
Yeah.
that's just a black queen, girl. Stop playing.
I think he's trying to say to get that check. And I don't think the check is that much, but I guess a check is a check.
Mhm.
Girl, I guess
And I
so.
knew
Some free meals. That's about it.
And
and
exposure.
Brittany and Ty, girl, you better get out while the getting is good, cause it's a no for me, dog. Mm-mm.
And me too, boo.
I
Okay,
saw a
Yeah.
because
picture
something
of
ain't right.
Irving and Alicia for next week, and they was cooking together, and they got into it again. And I'm like, just leave.
Yeah,
Okay,
Alicia seems like she likes to cause, problems.
they both seem a little problematic to me,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
because he seems like he be in his feelings a lot, and I'm not saying that he wasn't justified in this one, but it just feel like he gonna have a lot of feelings, a
Or maybe
lot.
he doesn't mind saying what the issue is versus letting it fester. But she just feel uncomfortable. I feel what she said. I feel
Unsafe.
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 Mhm.
I was
That's too
surprised he
much.
addressed her
No, come
again.
back.
Yeah,
No, come
he said
back.
Yeah,
that.
come back. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, all right.
And she feels
I
Go
like
ahead,
unsafe.
what,
come back.
Still telling her how he feels. I wouldn't tell her nothing else. I'd be like, look,
Yeah.
but I like how you
Mhm.
said, when the woman tell you she feels unsafe, it's your duty to remove yourself. I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, that's fact.
Well, that's
Yeah.
smart because
Right. Remove
why?
yourself.
You know,
When
because
you feel
stuff can
unsafe.
escalate.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
for
especially
sure.
after
Okay.
last week, they was on there fist fighting. So I don't think he want to be in
Baby,
that.
listen. Mm-mm.
That was a hot mess. Day one.
I
Okay.
need to go watch that. Go watch that season.
Yeah, you need to.
It was interesting. Well, that's what's up, y'all, for the Never Ever Met season 2, episode 2. I think it's called The More the Merrier. And yeah, that was it. I'm hoping that we, get some more stuff going on next week. It gets a little more interesting, a little more chaotic. Because I mean, that's the only reason to watch this. I don't care about anything else except for the chaos and the drama. Period.
I say Kiki is about to like fall out. I'm like, is she drunk? What's going on with her?
Oh
Listen,
yeah,
Kiki got a
she
drinking
did.
problem.
She leaned
Kiki
back,
got a
ain't
drinking
it?
problem.
Yeah, she did.
She leaned back. That's
And
okay.
then
Kiki got a drinking problem.
all over. What are they supposed to do? Like, do they have? It didn't seem like they had security when they was fighting last season. So did they have people to help? Like, to
I'm pretty
Maybe
sure
they got something
better
this season.
precautions this time.
Yeah, I hope so.
Especially with this being a new show, maybe they are learning as they go. But I'm like, y'all got so many examples. Just watch the examples. Like, shoot, I mean, anything. Go to the Zeus networks. I mean, they gonna show you
Oh
how it is.
baby.
That's
Anything
true.
that
Oh
can
baby.
happen will happen over there.
Hmm.
So it is what it is. Bo, what you got going on your channel, boo?
Oh, what do I got going on? We did found it was the episode 18 yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
It was a panel. We did that, but a new episode come on tonight, so we supposed to have a panel again either Wednesday or Thursday. I don't know. Kenny Love can
Thursday.
tell y'all more about that.
I don't
And
even know when it come out.
so tomorrow I'm dropping the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Yeah, I got some thoughts on that.
Baby.
And
You
you
gonna
see, I had to
chew 'em
look
up.
up like yo. And Raising Canaan, first reaction.
My bad, bro. I was playing ball.
I love it. I love
Right.
it.
And I think
Just
that's
can't touch you
good.
with that mute button.
She said,
Finger
but
on the trigger.
right.
Okay.
I think that's it for me. But make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell. And oh yeah, Beyond the Gates. I forgot I do my weekly recaps on that.
All right.
Okay, that's what's up. Well, y'all make sure that y'all are signed up for Mo 69 channel, especially if y'all want to know exactly what she think about what went down on the Real Housewives of the ATLians. Khandi, what you got going on?
So yesterday, Raising Canaan, please go run that up. Found, please go run that up because it was very, very good episode and we had a full panel. And that comes on tonight. So we'll be recapping that on Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Maybe I'm trying to do it early. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna try to slide it in a little earlier because I know it's late night. What else? That's it. And same thing again. Raising Canaan. And oh no, me and Aries are doing our birthday live. I think Wednesday. I think.
Yeah.
I think.
Okay, because you had me up the other day trying to staying up all night waiting for you.
Mwah, love you.
Mm-mm. I still love you too. But Shana, what you got going on?
On my main channel, Shana_MCD, I did a review for The Never Ever Met. So I did a pre-recorded for that. I'm gonna do Somebody's Son, even though it's the first episode, so it's not that exciting. But we'll talk about it. And Real Housewives of Atlanta. And yeah, I'm thinking about moving this one over to my main channel as well. But we'll see. I got to figure out what's going on with the monetization of it all.
Gotcha. That's what's up. Yeah, I want to check out Somebody's Son too. I got that on my watch list. Although I haven't been quite following my watch list too much, y'all.
This month almost over. It's just crazy.
Yeah. Kira, what you got going on, boo?
Please go check out my weekly huddle and found 218 from yesterday. We will be doing Found on Thursday, Raising Canaan on Saturday, Saturday Sip on Saturday, and I think I'm going to try to do Somebody's Son either tomorrow or Wednesday, and just keep your notifications on in case we got anything else cooking.
Hey, that's what's up. Well, as for myself, Raising Canaan with the ladies of the live recap. And when are we gonna do any more? Let me just answer this question real quick. The real Eric, when are you gonna do any more for this show? We do them every week on Mondays. If you're talking about Never Ever Met, so we're here every Monday talking about the shenanigans. So of course Mondays we're doing Never Ever Met. And then on Thursdays, I think we got the final Ruthless episode. It's either going to be this episode or next episode. But anyway, Tika Deshawn and I are having ruthless conversations around that. So definitely make sure to tune into that if you like all the craziness of that. Raising Canaan on Sundays with the ladies. We're talking about that. Definitely go check out my other channel, The Binge Junky. I am doing The Last of Us over there and The Handmaid's Tale over there. Also doing live shows over on this channel with The Handmaid's Tale with Miss K and Tamika. So check those out. And then you never know what else I'll be posting. So just keep your notifications on. You know, I'm a pop-upper. I'll just pop some stuff up. But make sure that you're subscribed to all the ladies' channels, guys. Make sure to do all the things like share, subscribe, all that type of stuff. Everybody does something different, brings their own flavor to it. All of these ladies are amazing. So please make sure to go show your support for them. And yeah, other than that, we're about to get up out of here, y'all. We appreciate y'all. Everybody who had something to say in the chat, the people that were here but didn't get a chance to say anything. We certainly appreciate you guys as well. If you're watching this on the replay, please make sure to type in hashtag replay squad. And we will talk to you guys later.
Bye-bye. Peace out.
Okay, yeah. My intro didn't quite go the way it was supposed to go because I had to put it in late. Here we
Come
go.
on, intro. Come on.
Okay.
Outro.
Oh, is my music not? Oh gosh. You know what? We're not doing this. I know my outro did not.
Hey, Hannah.
We just gonna talk through the outro because I
Goodbye.
muted the music.
It's the outro. It's the
Okay.